Welcome back to the Flow Friday Sports Show. Well, we're talking all about the 2022 SA Country Team, which has recently been named by the SANFL. They'll be taking on the WA side at Adelaide Oval tomorrow. And joining me on the line now from Bordertown in South Australia's southeast is Tom Whittlesea. Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good to have you on, Tom. Now, former Woodville West Torrens and South Adelaide Panthers player. Just bring us in on the season that you've had so far with your local footy.
Yeah, so I've been out at Bordertown. We started off the year not too bad, but then we've been hit with a few injuries and haven't really recovered from there. So we're not going to make finals, but it's a good young group and it's a good culture out at Bordertown, and really enjoyable out there.
Now, getting the call up, I assume you probably weren't surprised. You'll take this in a sort of humble way, I gather. But just being named in that side, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, no, it's a pretty proud moment. Like, you can't get much better than putting on the state colours and running out in Adelaide Oval. To represent the state, that's pretty cool. It's just, pretty proud moment, and it'd be good to get the win on the board and, show the, what do you call them, the sand gropers, how to play, good hard country footy.
No doubt. Why don't you just bring us in on your sort of past? I mean, you've played at one of the highest levels you can in South Australia, the highest level in the SANFL. So having played for Woodville West Torrens and also the South Adelaide Panthers, highly regarded player, just inform us, how your time was at those clubs.
Yeah, no, it was great experience. Obviously, started all my juniors through Eagles. Definitely did a few years there, and I played probably mostly reserves. I think I notched up 25 league games, but we had a real good culture, a good winning group there, and I guess it was there. I guess how to learn to kind of win. I guess because we were very Eagles themselves are very successful, and they have been successful, in the past years. So it was good there, and then obviously. Going over to South Adelaide, I just needed to change because the side was really good in the league at Eagles, so I wasn't quite getting much of an opportunity. So I knew Jared Wright, who coached us in the Eagles reserves, and went over to South Adelaide, and that was a real good club there too. Very similar. Nothing much changed, but it's just good to represent both clubs at that level, and it's just all about the experience, I guess. So
No shortage of ex-AFL talent at Woodville West Torrens. So who were some of the best players you got to rub shoulders with there?
Probably early days, big Michael Wonky. He's probably one of the straightest kicks at goal. Andrew Ainger as well, he was up forward. You've got, Powley, Luke Powell, Luke Joad, Petrenko. There's plenty of names there I could go through. There were some real good players, and that I learnt a lot from, which kind of, helped me become the player that I've, become now, really.
Tom, back to you. Just sort of define what kind of player you are.
I wouldn't say I'm a gifted, talented player, but I'm more of a hard-working player. I play up forward, usually really pretty good at presenting myself and making a contest, and, basically hard work is kind of me. Try and hit a few bodies and do a bit more tough football, but I'm not a real flashy player. So basically based down to hard work and getting in the right spots, basically to give myself the best opportunity to get the ball and do what I can for my teammates. I guess try and get my teammates involved too. Pretty good at doing that.
You're no stranger to carnival football, but is there much you know about the WA side?
No, to be honest with you, I haven't really. I think I had a brief look at some of the lists, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not very familiar on too many names, to be honest. So,
well, that element of the lack of being able to predict what the nature of the opposition will be like will, I'm sure, ensure that we're going to get a very close affair. Now, just sort of, if you can, just elaborate on, what it's like to play over in Bordertown, the appetite for footy in that area of South Australia. What's it like?
Yeah, well, I think the comp that I'm in at Boytown, the KNCFL, is probably the strongest one out in the southeast. I think it's pretty healthy, and like it's always, I always, like I grew up a country boy, and like I just love the country feel out there. It's a very social environment. They work all week and get up and about for the country footy on the Saturday, and that's what I'm all about. And all the family and community get together after the game and have a few beers and stuff, and yeah, it's just really enjoyable. And then the footy itself is like pretty high standard in the KNCFL too. I reckon it'd be definitely in the top 3 or 4. In the country leagues. You probably got your closer ones like Great Southern and Barossa, and then maybe the Hills, but then we wouldn't be too far behind after that, I reckon.
There we have it. Well, Tom Whittlesea from Bordertown, all the very best on Saturday in your game against WA at Adelaide Oval. Enjoy embracing the Adelaide Oval turf, and we wish your boys all the best. Thanks for joining us on the Flow Friday Sports Show.
All right, thank you very much.